strategic partnership between the Ministry of Finance and the Agence Française de Développement has embarked on the second phase of the Technical Assistance Program supporting Indonesia's fiscal and tax reform. In this phase, the program focuses on collaborative knowledge exchange with France, advancing expertise in critical areas like climate change and environmental challenges, and supporting Indonesia reshaping its fiscal and tax landscape. The program introduces a customized methodology covering climate budget tagging, environmental taxation, and addressing fairness and efficiency challenges in the budget process and tax system.
So we are taking this climate budget tagging, or CBT, and try to add a social layer to it to identify which climate-related measures also have an impact on social indicators such as health or poverty. We identified 12 individual measures that we called social hotspots in the climate budget tagging. These measures belong to key economic sectors such as public transportation, adaptation and disaster management, agriculture and forestry, or energy production.
The climate budget tagging allows us to measure the impact of our expenditure to create a more sustainable approach to resource allocation, which is vital in combating climate change and driving balanced economic growth while safeguarding social welfare. Recognizing the importance of addressing environmental concerns through tax policy, the program supports us through benchmarking of carbon taxes implementation in France.
My role in this seminar is to share French experience, but also European Union experiences about carbon taxes and all environmental taxes that exist in our countries, and to share an international experience then about carbon taxes in the world. And if we want to succeed in putting a carbon tax or any other environmental taxes in a country, it is very, very important to have a clear objective for the government and to be very transparent with citizens about how they use the revenues about environmental taxation.
Effective communication is crucial for implementing green fiscal policies. The program developed communication strategies to foster public understanding and support for impactful green fiscal initiatives.
The strategy addresses diverse stakeholders' perspectives. Central to this strategy is the goal to bridge knowledge gaps and foster a shared understanding among Indonesia's diverse population. Research shows that perceptions of both effectiveness and fairness are critical in gaining public acceptability for carbon taxes. The communication strategy leverages key messages that align with the policy's objectives, tailoring them to appeal to a diverse range of audiences from industry stakeholders to policymakers and the general public. The communication strategy includes specific recommendations to simplify complex carbon tax concepts.
So the plastic excise policy is a green fiscal tool to help Indonesia reduce its plastic consumption and to combat waste pollution, especially on plastic. This will have impact on common people, small-scale industries, or even large industry. We consult with various stakeholders such as plastic recyclers community, environmentalists, industry groups, as well as other community, so that they can provide input and insights on how the plastic excise policy should be implemented, because the purpose of having this policy is to drive environmental sustainability. Therefore, the message around the importance of plastic excise policy need to be promoted widely.
Facilitated by Expertise France, the delivery of green fiscal and tax tools will support Indonesia to navigate the nation's fiscal policies with environmental conservation goals for a sustainable future.
The collaboration with Expertise France have been instrumental in building a framework for effective communication and public engagement. This is vital for the successful implementation and public acceptance of the environmental tax policy, for instance, excise on plastic and carbon tax.